Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Texans going up against the Broncos. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in needing... And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Play clock winding down. They'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it. from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board. First, and let everyone start to celebrate.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 16. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And here comes the rookie. I don't care how good your college career was. This transition to the NFL is hugely difficult.
It's as simple as this phrase. This is the NFL.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Second down now after the incompletion.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice to such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. Over. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You made a move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He sets. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Green 39! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And the play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
Now let's go! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. 319.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got...
We got three, fellas. We got three. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hand. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in...
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against. That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll give the Texans a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 10-7 our score. Charles and I back to Denver after this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Defense.
So the hard count gets them there. Neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit them with a hard count, got them to jump.
Red zone opportunity.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last week. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Broncos a 1st down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll set up a throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Play clock winding down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1 yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back at this spot.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And here comes the Texans now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well, because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
The Texans send the punter out. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception even though...
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
All right, here we go.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock.
Watch the slant. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
319. 319.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
All right, here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Broncos have been a mess when it comes to avoiding turnovers. The Texans, however, probably feel like they should be doing better on the scoreboard. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Broncos have it midway through the first. Run play here, and the ball comes out. Texans pick up the football and score. Texans go up by 4. Offense out now following the INT to once again sack the QB. This goes for a loss of 9. Offense out now following the turnover. Defense is going to come away with the sack. Following the forced fumble, they'll look to the end zone here, and this play goes for a score. The Broncos up by a field goal. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
This will be fielded at the 8. Look at the spin. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Green 39. Green 39.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense for... Time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what... They come up in an offset eye. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Third down and 4. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And this one's high, but not very far. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, second down. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if this is a game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Green 39. Green 39.
The play clock's running down. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
So a first down and 5 for the offense.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but, boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
He'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, partnered with all the rule changes, it is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive, where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So second down, 3 yards to go now. Back to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to someone else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Surveying the field. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, He was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they're operating in the red zone. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Play. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. The 20. A big play there on the keeper. 32 yards.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Throwing right, and that's complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. In the completion, nice throw, nice catch, but Charles, big thanks goes to the men up front.
They allowed the quarterback to throw out of the rocking chair, so to speak. Plenty of time to survey the field and find an open man.
Fresh set of downs here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's third down, 6 yards to go for the offense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And coming out now, the Broncos. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Play clock winding down. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Texans take possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding time. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look look to throw again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. And they'll go on the ground. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... One receiver left, 2 to the right.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And with 45 seconds showing, he spikes the football. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
think a conference.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Denver, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for our visitors, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.